This is the beginning of the Magid. And now we're going to speak, and we're actually speaking to this piece of matzah.
This broken piece of matzah.
Yeah. They call it, that is called lechem oni, lechem she'onim alav dvarim harbe. Why is it called the bread of affliction? That's not affliction. Oni means the one that you speak to. It's playing with the words. So this is the bread that we're going to be speaking to. This is the matzah we're going to be speaking to. Lachma, Anya, we'll chant it now together. Everybody in their own Haggadah. This is the bread of our affliction. This is the bread of our speech. Hide the African man behind your cushion so I don't sit on it. That's good. Lachma Anya, Tiachalua Vahatana, Be'arad Mitzrayim, Kol Dichfid Yetei Veichol, Kol Ditzrich Yetei Veifsach, Hashatacha Leshana Haba, Be'arad Yisrael, Hashata Avdei, Leshana Haba B'nei Chorin. We're so sorry we can't open our doors today for those who are hungry, but we can make a commitment to give tzedakah so they will have food. Even if we cannot open our physical doors to physical people in a physical Seder, we can always open our hearts to each other, and we can open our pockets to feed the hungry.
So, moving along in the Magid, we come now to everybody's favorite moment, not the food, the manishtana. And I want you to reflect back upon your childhood and remember when it was that you remember perhaps saying the manishtana. I have a very clear memory of maybe 2 or 3 years old. My father on my left, my mother down at the other end of the table, my aunts and uncles, my baby brother, and it was manishtana time, and I get up and stand on the chair. Manishtana halayla hazeh. My father's grinning, very proud, and my mother's grinning, and all the uncles and aunts are there. Nachat to the horim. And I have a very strong memory. And then a little time after that, when my brother could do it, and we would stand together, and a little bit time after that, my sister, my brother and I would stand on the chairs, and the only time of the year we were allowed to stand on the chairs. Manishtana halayla hazeh, you know, what difference is there this night? This night we can stand on the chairs. And we sang the manishtana. And before doing that together, I want to point out something that the Rambam, Maimonides, says. He says that the most important thing about this evening is to ask the questions. If you haven't asked the question, so what have you done? I mean, you've had a ritual, very nice, the family around, very nice, chicken soup, kanegala, all very nice, but you've missed the point. You have to ask the questions. And the question is, what questions? Not the answers, the questions. And so the Haggadah brings 4 questions. And later it brings another 4 questions. These questions go unanswered. And these are not stump questions, superficial questions. These are really, really deep questions. And the Rambam says so, and this is very pertinent for this year, that the youngest in the room should ask the questions, just as I described for me, and probably many of you can remember yourselves. But what if they're only adults? There's no little kid. So you appoint someone who will say the manishtana. What if there's only 2 of you? One of them asks the other asks back, and you do the manishtana between you. And then he says, What if you're on your own? What if you're on your own? And you're sitting there on your own at Seder night, like where you're going to stand on the chair and say, Manishtana. Yes, says the Rambam. You have to ask the questions. And I don't mean these questions. I mean the deep questions about who I am, what am I doing in this world, what does the world look like, what can I do to make the world better? These are the deep questions.
So,
ready?
not quite.
Okay.
Because we have to pour the second cup of wine. So let's pour the second cup. And I want to say that even if you just adopted the Seder, we do bring to you kids to sing the Manishtana. And we have the kids from the Gross family, Zornberg Gross family, and we have some kids, our grandkids from the Kagan family, and they'll take us to the Manishtana. We can answer them, we can sing with them.
Thank you.